Hi, I'm Raj Bhatla. I'm the Chief of Psychiatry at the Royal. So this is a month dedicated in large part to men's health. And at the Royal, we're particularly interested in men's mental health. And one of the things I'm particularly concerned about is the high rate of suicide in men and what we can do about it. So we generally don't seem to know in the public the extent of the suicide risk in men, particularly middle-aged men. And I think this month is an opportunity to highlight some of those things and to try to actually understand why there's a high rate of suicide in men and start to see what we can do about it. So we do know that the suicide rate in men across the entire lifespan, actually from all the way from boys into seniors, is extremely high. We know the rates in particular for middle-aged men are about four times the rate of suicide in women, and I think that's a really under-recognized statistic. And it's not really a statistic alone. It is a tragedy not only for men, but for women, for fathers, for brothers, for cousins, and anyone who actually has interactions with men, which is pretty much everyone. It's particularly interesting that although there's some recognition of the high rate of suicide, men seem to have lower rates of depression and higher rates of substance use. And from a common sense point of view, it doesn't really compute that men would have such a high rate of suicide and such a low rate of depression. And I think there are reasons for that, and we'll be exploring that through several venues in this month. And one of the things are the symptoms of depression in men, which are often not recognized. So men have other symptoms compared to other groups, including irritability, including sometimes anger symptomatology. They can also start overusing substances. And in addition, they can have more physical pain, the headaches, the back pain, etc. And those aren't always recognized as symptoms of depression. So I'm hoping during this month we can start to grow some awareness of both the risk of suicide in men and understanding symptoms that might actually be symptoms of depression in men. The real importance of understanding men's mental health and having a better understanding of symptoms of depression and alcohol overuse is the ability to actually intervene and treat and help people who are really suffering. So until people actually recognize that they're suffering from a depression and they don't see themselves in that category, they're not going to seek out the treatment. Once people realize that there's a treatment for depression, they will be more open to getting some help or connecting with others that might have similar symptoms and just obtaining their own supports. But without that recognition, we are really under-treating and actually under-recognizing depression in men, which leads to really major problems in their lives and how they function and how they feel about themselves. And that's not really okay.